Cuts, confusion, and choices. What's really going on with Medicare, Social Security, and SNAP? Hey everyone, it's Monet Swan, and it's so good to see you guys here again on Secure 65 Health Plans. This is where we talk about real issues that affect your health, your benefits, and your peace of mind. Now, I don't know about you, but lately it feels like every time we turn on the news, we hear one word over and over again: cuts. Cuts to programs, cuts to services, cuts to staff. And for seniors especially, these cuts aren't just headlines, they're personal. So today, we're going to break down what's really happening with Medicare, Social Security, and even food stamps, and what you can do right now to protect yourself and your loved ones. Segment 1. The new Medicare portal. Promises versus reality. Have you tried comparing Medicare plans online lately and thought, why does this have to be so doggone complicated? Well, this year, that feeling might be stronger than ever. The government launched a brand new Medicare Plan Finder portal, and it's promising to make everything simpler and faster. A one-stop shop where you could compare plans, doctors, and hospitals. Sounds great, right? But here's the problem. Many seniors found that the system doesn't always work as promised. Some doctors are listed as both in-network and out-of-network. Some plans show wrong premiums. And there's small typos like SUITE, SUITE 100 versus STE 100, which can completely change which doctors appear as covered. And that's not just confusing, it can cost you real money. One wrong click could mean hundreds of dollars more out of pocket, or losing access to a doctor you've had for years. CMS, the Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services, has admitted there are issues. They're calling it part of a Make Health Tech Great Again initiative, trying to modernize how Medicare data connects across hospitals and insurers. The idea is great, but it's like trying to fit together puzzle pieces from hundreds of different boxes. So here's what you need to know. If you pick a plan based on wrong information, CMS has created a special enrollment period. So what does that mean? That means you can make a change after open enrollment closes, but only if you know about it. So before you finalize your plan, take screenshots, print your plan summaries, and call your doctor's office directly to confirm network participation. Segment 2. Cuts, cuts, and more cuts. What's happening to Social Security? All right, you guys, let's get into the big headline: cuts. Cuts to Social Security Trust Fund, cuts to services, cuts to staff. According to the Social Security Trustees Report, unless major action is taken, across the board cuts of 23% could happen by 2033. Now, that's not some rumor. That's from the Congressional Budget Office and the trustees themselves. So you guys, for about 40 years, we've known this was coming. Every year, the trustees said, hey, the iceberg is 40 miles away. We should start turning. And every year, politicians kick the can. Now that iceberg is right in front of us. So let me tell you how it works. Social Security can only pay out what it collects in taxes and what's left in the trust fund. Once that trust fund runs out, and it will, benefits must drop unless something changes. Some people believe, oh, honey, they're not going to cut my benefits. I'm already retired. But that's not true. The cuts would affect everyone. And it's not just the money. The Social Security Administration itself is shrinking. Thousands of trained employees, people who help process your benefits, fix errors, and handle complex cases, have left or been laid off. And the replacement? Well, artificial intelligence, of course. Now listen, I'm all for technology when it works, but anyone who's ever tried to get an answer out of an online chatbot knows it's not the same as a human who really understands the system. So, yes, AI might be help someday, but right now, it's not ready to replace real people handling your Social Security benefits. Now, if you think this is something you can just ignore, think again. If the cuts happen and service decline, the burden will fall on you to make sure your benefits are correct, your filings are accurate, and your issues are resolved. So I'm going to tell you, prepare now, stay informed, and reach out to your representatives. Remind them that you've paid into this system your entire working life, and you expect it to be there when you need it. Segment 3. The SNAP crisis. Food stamps on the edge. Now let's shift to something equally serious. SNAP benefits, better known as food stamps. The USDA has warned that if the federal budget shutdown continues, November benefits may not be issued on time. States like Pennsylvania, Texas, Illinois, and New York are already alerting families that payments could be delayed or even stopped. We're talking about millions of households, children, seniors, and disabled adults who rely on these benefits, especially around the holidays. And here's what's shocking. There's only a $6 billion contingency fund for SNAP. Now that might sound like a lot, but it's not nearly enough to cover the what? The 41 million Americans who depend on food stamps. Now there are some states who might front the money and ask for reimbursement later, but most won't risk it. So unless Congress acts soon, food assistance could pause in November. And you know what, you guys? That's not politics. That's reality. And if that happens, people in rural areas, people without transportation, people who don't have online access, well, they could face real hunger. So what can be done? Well, Congress can pass a targeted SNAP bill just to fund food stamps through the shutdown. They could reallocate military or corporate subsidies temporarily. They could even pass an emergency executive order to release funds. But if they don't, states will have to step up, and communities like ours will have to look out for each other. And this is where I always say, community is exactly who saves community. We can't wait for Washington to get it right. Let's all step up together. Segment 4, Medicare Advantage versus Medicare Supplement. What you need to know for 2026. Let's talk about something you can control: your Medicare coverage. Between Medicare Advantage and Medicare Supplement, also known as a Medigap plan, over 1 million people are about to get a second chance to switch. So, if you are lucky enough to have received a letter saying your Medicare Advantage plan is ending for 2026, congratulations. Why? You've just received a guaranteed issue right. That's your golden ticket to switch to a Medicare supplement plan. No health questions, no underwritings, and no denials. Keep that letter safe. It's your proof. Now, what's the difference? Okay, well, Medicare Advantage, also known as Part C, usually zero premiums, but smaller networks, a whole lot more rules and prior authorizations. Medicare Supplement, also known as Medigap, have higher monthly costs, but no networks, no prior authorizations, and nationwide coverage. Pretty good, right? With Medigap, your network is America. Any doctor that accepts Medicare can see you. No in-network drama. But yes, Medigap costs more upfront. A Plan G averages around $100 to $120 a month. Plan N might be a little bit cheaper if you're looking for that. You'll also need a separate prescription drug plan called a Part D to avoid lifetime penalties. Now, if you're not sure which plan is best for you, don't go it alone. Here at Collaborative Expansion Foundation, we've partnered with Bivix Wealth and Insurance Solutions, a team that compares every plan in your area for free. No cost all the time. They'll walk you through the process, find the right fit, and even help after you're enrolled, fighting for you if your doctors leave your network or your prescription drug is denied. Get some comfort there, right? So you can call Bivix Wealth and Insurance Solutions at 833-300-4968 or visit Secure 65 Health Plans, and I'll see you on the other side. Segment 5. Bringing it all together. So what this means for you. Let's do a simple recap. The new Medicare portal? Double check everything before you trust it. Social Security? Cuts are coming, and if we don't demand accountability, it will hurt us. Food stamps? Millions could lose access next month if Congress doesn't act. Medicare Advantage? Many plans are disappearing, but that opens new doors to better, more stable coverage. And through it all, one thing is clear: technology and politics won't protect us. Knowledge and preparation will. So whether it's checking your Medicare options, verifying your benefits, or making your voice heard, the power is still in your hands. You deserve stability. You deserve accurate information. And you deserve to live with peace of mind and not panic. Well, you guys, this is Monet Swan reminding you, stay curious, stay proactive, and never stop advocating for yourself. If this episode helped you, share it with someone who needs it. And of course, subscribe to Secure 65 Health Plans so you don't miss the next update. And remember, you're never alone. Together, we make things clearer, simpler, and a lot more hopeful. So thank you for being with us today. Stay happy, stay informed.
And as always, stay golden.
Love you guys. Bye.
Secure 65 Health Plans, where seniors thrive.